welcome everyone, this is Goti from server 73, and in this video we're going to speak about the Infernal Souls. So when you need gold, this is the best event to get gold. The ranking rewards is decent, you get a decent amount of gems. It doesn't matter if you're first or second place. In this case we have only like 2 main alliances, Bans and PRD, so I'm just speaking about the first 2 ones. And the Philosopher's Stones is also quite decent. There's not a big difference, so you don't have to rush for first or second spot. The best way to get gold is to kill the surroundings, and then in the end you need someone with a good setup. I will show you later, to just one-shot the core. I will speak about a setup that I'm using right now to have the lowest troop losses. So I'm running right now 2 tanks, Athena or and Charles. You can also run, because not everyone has Athena of course, you can also run Alex, for example. You have to change the setup then. I will explain you why and which one later. And I'm using 2 different magical DPS. Of course, not everyone has Loki and not everyone has Himiko. You can also use Merlin, you can also use Cleopatra or Baldwin or Hammurabi or Wu or whatever. It doesn't matter. It just has to be to magic DPS. The best is Loki and Himiko, because the exile is removing 1 enemy and he's confusing the enemy team. So this will give you less troop losses than with Wu or someone else. I'm running double tank because most likely the enemy is hitting with normal attacks. The tanks are just pretty decent versus the normal attacks. Once in a while the enemy team will hit you with a projectile that is burning and causing magical damage, but we're not prepared for this. That's why we use Oaken Guard for the normal attacks. We're using weakness for reducing the resilience rate, and we're using misleading. This is the most important auras and the most important skill, even though I have a couple of Triss skills, but Oaken Guard, misleading and weakness is the most important. I'm also using energy shield combined with the shield of Charles, just to prevent more incoming damage. I'm using rage blessing to get from the beginning the highest energy that you can have. I'm running Berserker in combination with Spring of Life, so my front line is most likely being more sustainable or getting less damage from the enemy. I'm using no escape because I'm silencing the enemy. This is giving me also a better chance to just receive normal attacks, and that's it. Here you can just use some magic DPS. You can also like the Fire Nova and the Poison Nova, I think is the name, for Spell Disintegrator and for Storm Eye. If you don't have the skills, just swap them into some other, or use Concentration to boost one of your Immortals. It doesn't matter that much. I'm just trying to get the best out of my setup to have the lowest death of troops. So normally when you I will change the skin. Of course I'm using the one for lower death rate, this one. Normally when you have a group that you're playing together, I'm just soloing this one to show you, you get decent bonus. For 2 members you get physical and magical defense, for 3 members you get increased crit rate, for 4 members you get physical and magical damage increased for your attacks, and 5 members is troop HP increase. This is pretty decent because it stacks well with your buffs that I'm already running. So now I'm just starting to show you what my setup is doing. 148, they can go less, but this is what it is now. I received only in the front line, this is what I said, I only received normal attacks in the front line. This gnome head things are hitting me, so they just use normal attack, normal attack, normal attack, normal attack. This is probably through all the different reports. I will just have a look. Maybe there was one with the projectile that I was speaking about. Just having a quick look. doesn't matter. The damage here could be higher, but it's just 13 seconds. This one is pretty good because I just crit it. Also, big difference is I'm using here magical attack bonus and not crit chance artifact. So this will be also a big difference in the results. But yeah, most likely my Loki is doing way more damage. It probably, when I would run with a full team of 5 members, it would be around 50 to 80 deaths, 122. This is way less already. Again, my DPS just did the most of the damage, and my tanks are just receiving the normal hits. I will show you in the replay that, because most likely you don't see the damage of No Escape, but No Escape is working. You can just see in the beginning there everyone is silenced, so they can't proc any skill if they are using one, and within the time of the silence I'm proccing my stun from my dragon. There's the stun incoming from either you could just see the stun from the dragon or from No Escape, and then one hit from Loki and from Himiko, and the whole team is almost dead. So this is why they can't use this is why they can't really use their skills. No Escape pretty good, and Rage Blessing pretty good, and also just the good damage output. Yeah. The way how you get the gold is to kill just the outside spots, and normally when you play with 5 players, then usually you do like a soft hit, it's called. Yeah, this is just when I'm, for example, just using one immortal, I'm allocating it to one troop. Attack is a bit costly in AP, so, but it doesn't matter. Normally everyone, you just have like 5 people surrounding it, and there's everyone starting with the one troop attack, and then it looks like this. I'm not losing any troop, I just spend some AP, but the benefit is when everyone does this and I'm the one who's starting to hit this outside camp, everyone who just soft hit it gets all the gold. This is the benefit, so everyone gets the 312k gold. This is how it's actually the most effective in case of gold. So, and then you can just tell everyone, like everyone is doing the surrounding camps, and someone is, for example, the one who didn't soft hit is responsible for the core, so then everyone has equal 3 hits and everything is fine. So I'm running now level 45. This is the average, I would say. There's also still some players who will run I will show you later, the 35 version, and there's also still some players who are running probably level 55. I will just solo them and I will show you the results a bit, but most likely I'm just receiving some normal hits in front row. Backline is not receiving any damage. The Berserk procs is helping me with the Spring of Life. The energy shield is is applying to the whole team. Charles is applying to the whole team, but since it's normal attacks from them focusing on the front row, as you can see, because my backline is not receiving any damage. There's nothing really due to my damage. That's why I'm using magic DPS in the back row. You can probably also use Wu or Merlin or Cleopatra or Sion probably too. But I'm running this because that works like the best for me. I'll just quickly send them and then I will show you the core. Core is still a bit tricky from level to level. You will have some you need like something like a boss march. That's actually the same, or a spider setup that is actually the same like the core, most likely. So this one was 135, this one was 182. So for having no team buffs, it's pretty nice to have some decent low deaths. Like when you play 45s with 5 players, it should be around 50 deaths or 50 to 80 deaths. This is okay. Also 100 is pretty okay. I can farm this all by myself. Maybe when no one needs gold I can still do it because it's not much. I'm not losing lots of troops, and I'm still getting all the gold. Now I will just see this. This is my setup I'm testing right now. I don't know if Battle Stance and Demonic Contract on them both is pretty good, but what I do is I use Fear of Dominance to just have the 20% more increased damage when the enemy health is below 50%. And what I could also do is I can show you with the next one. I will just test this one and then I will swap around. Let's see how much we have here. It's 64. Not much for core, but still I didn't kill it here. Looks like. I mean, it still says lost 100%, but it shows a health bar. Okay, I don't know why. But then it's pretty fine. I killed all of them. Everything has HP lost 100%. 48 seconds. I don't know. Looks like a bug. But let's see the damage. Blade Vortex, pretty good. Snipe, just using Snipe because it's just one enemy. Pretty good KK damage too. So this is a good setup for sure for the collecting the gold. For the 45. Let's jump into the 35 version and let's see what's going to happen here. I can also make some changes because maybe not everyone, like I said, has Athena. I can also run just Charles and then Alex. I can't find him right now. Let's see where he is. He's here. But then what I should be running is maybe you don't need combo, but you should run physical shields. You should go for cleave. Cleave, because it hits front and back row. And what you can do, maybe you can use this Heavenly Thunder. This is almost the same skill like Storm Strike. I'm having Storm Strike. I'm using Storm Strike. Let's see what the difference is now. I probably should adjust some other skills. Maybe I should put here still weakness, since I'm running to back rows. I'm still using Berserk for the improved attack speed for Alex. Let's see. Also very important, always put the tank on the top spot and the DPS on the spot below. 33 deaths, it's not that much. But I think 35 is also not a challenge for me, to be honest. But this is just what you can run. Maybe we can just go quickly into 55 to show you the last setup. Oh look, this was a pretty bad one. This is a huge difference. 33 to 294. Look, here I received the knockout shot, I received a shockwave, and I received a flash bomb as damage. This is a big difference, because I think the gnomes are just a bit different. No, there I didn't receive, but it's 10 seconds. We can compare. I'm still running no escape. I think I didn't. Yeah, it's the silence. Okay, there was just exploding everything. I didn't even see a skill. And now let's check the other report. This one. Didn't silence, right? I think. Did I silence them? I didn't see it, to be honest. Oh, there was somehow no silence. Okay, that was the no escape luck. Actually, it's 90% chance to silence them. I didn't silence anyone, so this is why they could release all the skills. And this is also why I received more damage. Pretty simple explanation. Look, this is like there's a 90% chance. 10%, unfortunate, but happens. Let's go. Let's already refill some MP. Again, 30. Look, when no escape is really good. It's good for PvP, it's also good for PvE, one of the best skills in the Triss shop. Because you just receive, like I said, the normal attacks. You can just prepare your setup for even 19. This is really nothing. So it has to be like 1 or 2 when I run it with the whole team. But this is also when you can just use physical shield, cleave and storm strike. You can probably also go with berserk and stuff like this when you have the skills. But that looks like a pretty decent setup too. Also the benefit is I have the chance with Alex to stun an enemy. Let's see, maybe you can see here control. Oh no, it's my control here. It doesn't show, okay, but it's in the technology tree. I'm just quickly finishing this, and then I will show you the 55. Let's see how much we will have there. So if you have a similar setup to this one and you're not reaching like the 500k or 510 or whatever, or you don't feel that confident, or you're missing some exclusive artifacts, then run this setup with Alex, Charles. You can also use Zenobia with some sacrifice. What I was using here, I'm just not doing it because this is my core setup. You can also use Wine and Dine, not Fear of Dominance, but War Blessing and Defense Blessing, for example, with Zenobia and this setup, and choose Cleopatra, so you have the 5/5 bonus of the Earth element. This one here, with the 10%. Quickly hitting the next one. Look, this was just 3 deaths, so this is like, has to be 0 when I'm playing with 5 people, but this is not possible, I think. Core should be easy too, so this is 35, pretty easy. Prepare for the same as for 45, but some more damage. I received more damage in the core this time. But once again, 100%, 100%. Oof, okay. It is just because the timer is just 29 seconds because this is super low. My setup is for a long-lasting core. It's like that's why Sion is just doing 6 mil damage, because I'm running Battle Stance of her. That is just for 20 seconds she's doing like nothing. That is the. Let's check where was the other one. There's the other core with the 64. Let's just compare. Look, this is like already 43, it's the double of time, and she's doing like 64 mil damage. This is the difference, but it's fine. Just have to change some skills. Let's do the 50, create a team. Again, no buffs, I'm all by myself. My buffs are not running out, I have 5 minutes left. Okay, let's see what I'm doing with this one. How many deaths? 426. This is fine for level 55. Let's see what I have here with my other setup. She was running. Oh, it doesn't matter. I can just put Spirit here. I can also change some of this. It's way less. There's the point where it makes sense to run a double tank with good, it's again normal attacks, but still it's 206 and 300 damage received, and when you run double tank you receive way less. First of all, it's of course because of Athena, but still I don't know, maybe when you run Charles and who else could be decent. Tofu doesn't make sense because he's just, or is he? Oh, he would make sense. It's also absorbing physical damage. This is also good. So if you can also run this guy. I can't test it because it's only level 32 and plus 10. But this is also absorbing physical damage. So this one could be very, very good too, as a double tank version. And the rest you can test this guy also probably, because he's just reducing the damage taken by 30%. But you can test. I mean, this is the 2 options I would test as a double tank. probably also again. He was receiving lots of damage. I don't know why. Before that takes like too long, I will just quickly hit them and then I will check later. I think it's always just because of the physical defense. He has 8k and Athena has I think 10k or something like this. Yeah, 10k. This is a big difference, but there's no skill that makes a big difference, obviously. But it's still decent. I mean, 400 losses is not much. When you remember back in the days, you lost level 45, 1,200 or 1,400 is not that much. You can no one is actually farming them, but it's 420 losses for 400k gold. It's okay. It's pretty good. It's not like that. This is going to kill your whole battleground. I have really not really wanted troops. Of course, I have more shield men, but this is because I'm running 2 shield immortals in the front row. But I want to show you the core, and then we are done with the video, just to see if the setup makes more sense. 436. Maybe you can also just adjust it maybe a bit. I think. Am I running misleading? Yes. You can also put, for example, let's have a look. Maybe the silence is long enough for defense blessing. Let's see. Last but not least. Yeah, this is fine. Defense blessing is working pretty good too, because I think the silence of no escape is still allowing me to... Oh, by the damage taken, this is what I wanted to see. Healing shot, I don't know what that is, but let's have a look. I think it's still fine to run defense blessing when you run no escape, because you silence them, they won't recover energy, and your energy bar should be full even though you're not running no escape. There's a little gap, but I think you won't see it. You can also, when you have a lot of troop losses, you can also just run defense blessing and also rage blessing if you are missing, for example, Spring of Life or whatever. But now I'm going to kill the core quickly. Let's see if I can one-shot it or not. Yeah. A lot of kills, a lot of deaths, but a lot of kill troops, but still it's a one-shot. It's probably adjustable because maybe he's only plus 25, she's not running any gems, and I have a not developed magical defense artifact of her. You can maybe also just test here. You can use Fear of Dominance, and you can put Sacrifice on Theodora. That could be also a very good call. And then maybe put Demonic Contract with Battle Sense on Sion and no Blade Vortex. But Blade Vortex is pretty good. I think it always does the most damage because it's a tier damage. Yeah, but still, test around and test it out, and you will see this 400 is a lot, but yeah, this is what I wanted to show you. This is the setup I'm running. I'm also running out of buffs. That's a good sign. So I hope you liked the video, and thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.